Oh, hi. I didn't see you there. It's your friendly neighborhood snowflake. You can tell by my pink flamingo shirt. Something you'll hear a lot nowadays from people who are older or call themselves edgy is that society is too sensitive. And honestly, I kind of agree with them, but also not. Because to me, they're the ones who are too sensitive. This whole idea or concept comes up to me because recently, a YouTube streamer by the name of IShowSpeed had a clip come out where he said some misogynistic things while playing a video game. And that's not actually what I'm here to talk about. But what actually inspired me to make this video was all the replies and comments to this clip, saying that people are too sensitive, that we're all a bunch of snowflakes, and that we wouldn't survive in COD lobbies of days of old. And if you don't know, COD lobbies, especially back in the day, it's just a lot of shit-talking bullshit where people say a lot of vulgar things to each other. And they're like, yeah, dude, that was really cool. Oh, those days. Those are the best days. And now they're really upset that they can't talk like that anymore. It really upsets them that they can't talk like that anymore. Honestly, it triggers them. But what they really need to do is to be honest. Say you want to be a dick. Say you want to be offensive. Okay? At least that's a little bit commendable. It's not, but also at least you're being honest and upfront with how much of a shitty person you are if you just want to be a dick. And guess what, baby? It's 2022. That shit isn't okay to say anymore. Jokes about SA, violence, and things you can't control about yourself? It's not cool. You're just an asshole. I actually saw a great tweet from a creator called Quarter Jade that's up on the screen right now, and I'll actually read it out loud. You wouldn't last a second in the COD lobby, but we did, and then we grew the fuck up and learned a bit of empathy, and I no longer want others to experience that kind of hate. People with that opinion are just toxic themselves and want to call people slurs without consequences. Lol. Which, yeah, that kind of hits the nail right on the head because these people, a lot of these people, I would say, are just want to be offensive. That's all they want. Because, you know, slurs are real funny, dude. Slurs, saying the N-word, is actually really cool. I want to do that a lot. Yeah, and I know for a fact that most of these people, if any of this was targeted towards them, they would get so upset about it. They would be outraged. They would be outraged by it. And how do I know that? Because they're getting offended by a shit that doesn't even apply to them. Oh, you don't like someone's gay or different than you? Go cry about it. Oh, you refuse to use pronouns? How am I supposed to refer to you? How about little/bitch? I know that's not how pronouns work, but it's still funny. It's still funny. The joke still hits hard. And I'm not perfect. I know. I can get pronouns wrong sometimes, especially neopronouns. I really don't have a great grasp of that concept, but I still try it because honestly, it doesn't hurt anyone. It's not a big deal. And all you can do is try. And if you get it wrong, you can do it right next time. And just be nice about it. You don't have to be a dick. I will concede though that there are people on the more progressive side of things that take this a little too seriously. And they can get offended about things where they're being sensitive about things that they shouldn't be. So the other day I saw a tweet where someone said that we should no longer use the term dungeon master. Because apparently master is not a good word, and I can understand it, sort of, where it has to do with slave master, but master is used in other contexts where it's not that big of a deal, like a kung fu master. Shit, dude, that is the worst slur I've ever heard. Kung fu master. What was I gonna do? I forgot what I was gonna do, but it's just like things like that that you really don't need to be offended about, and you're honestly just getting offended on someone else's behalf that does not want you to. So what's the point? There's no point. That's the actual point. Overall, I think we need to be practical and empathetic about all of this. Some things just aren't that big of a deal, and we don't need to make it a big deal. But there are some things that do require some serious light about it, where they need to be taken seriously and given them the treatment that it deserves, and not be shitty about them. So that's really all I'd say. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it, especially if you watched all the way through. That's really cool of you. And if you want to see more from me, make sure to subscribe and also like the video. Those things are really cool. Also, I'll have my social links down below so that way you can find more of me and the other things that I do. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye. Also, don't harass women for being women and don't send people death threats.